Gotta be. It had to be the.
Live from the Roach Room Nest, it's Chris, Tyler, and Matt. And my mic is going off crazy. It's Mandalorian Chapter 4, Sanctuary. Let's get into it.
Hello.
Yo.
Did you see the a timestamp on any of that? Was it about the same length as 1 and 3? I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah. I did.
Because that episode 2 was short as mug.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I think my mic's not fucked up, but it was just when I was doing the
Your thing in
intro.
the last couple episodes has been jumping to red randomly every once in a while.
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
Apologies to everybody that we would have got started earlier, but we had some discrepancies with our microphones.
And this would have been going on at 9 o'clock tonight or 10 o'clock tonight if I didn't have our high school reunion.
Yeah, for real.
So
but it's all good.
Episode's gonna be out probably the same time, right? Tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Like
Friday
always.
night tonight.
We're gonna try something new here, and Chris suggested a pretty good idea. We're gonna play some of the Mandalorian music while we're going in, but let's jump into Chapter 4 of the Mandalorian.
It was a good episode. It was very good.
I do like it. It's called Sanctuary. A basic plot line of it for everybody who doesn't want to get spoiled is the Mandalorian and his newly adopted child that everybody's calling Baby Yoda for the time being. They take refuge on a verdant backwater planet called Sorgon.
Did you look that up?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Okay. I thought it was like Scargon or something.
I forgot
it was
what.
close.
Yeah,
I knew. I
close.
heard it, but that's cool.
Obviously, the whole thing is created by Jon Favreau and directed by Dave Filoni. The runtime is about 36 minutes on here. So let's jump into it. So we open up. It's underwater sequence here. We got like little baby krill or like shrimps.
Little tank cleaners is what they.
Yeah, they were like
having,
cool, like little
like
neon flavored and stuff. It was pretty
Neon
nice.
flavored?
Fuck yeah.
Neon flavored, dude.
You
I
can
love that
taste
flavor.
neon blue in certain candies. Come on now, you should know that by now.
Yeah, of course, dude. It's like when you taste the flavor, like like purple or like grape or whatever.
Exactly. Doesn't taste like orange. Just
No, not at all.
tastes like the color.
So we get a little peaceful village. They're foraging for food here.
Farmers. Krill farmers.
Yeah, and everybody hears a sound. It sounds like real, like fucking, like real fucking scary and everything. Everybody runs away, and then some weird alien race comes out of the woods and starts raiding the entire village.
Well, it was the noise they heard was the ATST.
Right.
Had to be because
The birds flew up out of the like fucking trees and
Yeah,
shit.
that
shook
was
the
cool.
ground and
Yeah. So the alien race. What'd you guys think of the alien race
they
here?
look like fucking orcs.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
I wrote down because we had all verbally had said this. Hang on, I'm gonna adjust your music. I think it might be a little loud.
That's fine. Camera over here. Turn it down a little bit. You say you do like the camera over there? Yeah. It's been there for the past couple weeks now. Oh, you like it on that side? Oh my!
I'm out. Yeah, all right, that's probably good right there. So anyway, I had wrote down that we had said that they looked like pug / bulldog people.
They did.
Yeah, they
bro.
did.
It also kind of reminded me of like the Grinch Who Stole Christmas like live adaptation, like where they had like they had the makeup on.
That was funny.
But what was your initial thoughts of them when they came out? Were you like, whoa? Or, for me, I was like,
well, I didn't mean to like. I
people.
didn't mean to read the overview of the episode before you hit play.
Oh, true.
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
saw it Raiders. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
But
They looked alright.
I thought they looked
like,
cool.
They looked like Raiders. They looked like
Yeah.
somebody that would literally
Fucking-
pillage a fucking town and
Yeah.
destroy all their
Oh,
shit.
for sure.
Fucking
Yeah.
dickheads.
So we get a sequence where they basically go into the village, they burn it down, they kill everybody who is there, if anyone is there. Looked
I
like
don't think did they kill people?
I
They
don't
just
even
ran
think
away.
I
kill
think they
people.
just kind of
All
like
of them just,
stole
like,
all their food
ran away.
and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody else ran away.
They
And there's
destroyed some shit.
a mom and her
Daughter.
little girl is
Winter.
under a basket like in the water.
Yeah.
So that was pretty
like
cool.
It was
that was
like
pretty
like a
suspenseful.
krill trap almost.
Yeah. It's what I think
Somewhat.
what they were.
They had
sifting them out with.
they had sifting baskets and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. So then that happens. We break into the title sequence.
Yep.
And then we get a nice little scene here where Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian are in their ship together. And
let me just say this first, dude. The
Go ahead.
past 4 episodes, that like intro that has like the stormtrooper and the Mandalorian face like fading in and out, and then like the R2D2 shit. I love that.
Oh, like the Disney Plus, like Star Wars logo thing.
The intro theme for it.
I like it too.
I love that.
I think it's cool.
That's fucking awesome.
I like how they're
It's not on like the rest of the shit either.
Yeah,
The
I
rest
think
of them
that's
just got the yellow Star Wars.
Yeah, it's only
thing,
for like exclusives, I
fuck
think. Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
It kind of like makes the mark.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, this is actually a really good idea to do this playlist, dude. Thank you for that. So anyway, we get a little cool sequence here where Baby Yoda and Mando are having a little funny button sequence where Baby Yoda's pushing a button, Mando like looks over and like pushes it again, and then Baby Yoda like looks back at
Literally
him,
being a child.
and then like hits it again, and Mando's like, "Stop pushing that!"
Stop
and then, like,
pushing the fucking buttons.
Yeah, he, like what does he like put him on his lap or like?
Yeah,
in,
he puts him,
front
like,
of
in
Yeah,
like
after he
cradle.
fucking pushes a button that shakes the whole ship.
Yeah.
It's like, let me
It's
turn
like,
these
come on,
engines
man.
off real quick.
Yeah,
dude.
like what are you doing?
Literally acting like a child.
50 years old, bro. Come on, you fucking.
And Mando's acting like a dad that didn't want to be a stepfather.
Yeah, it was cool though. It was cute. Then we got Mando and Baby Yoda land on the planet from the intro, which is Sorgon. Mando tells Baby Yoda to stay put a couple times. Baby Yoda looks like he's kind of going to a little bit, and then the door falls down for the ship, and you see Mando standing there looking badass, and right next to him on his left is fucking Baby Yoda like, "Hey,
I'm coming with you. I'm not fucking staying here."
It was awesome.
Stupid.
He like looks down and he's like, "Oh, what the hell? Let's go." So they walk into basically it looks like a cantina of some sorts where people like kind of gather,
traveler
have
bar.
like a drink or something. Yeah.
Yep.
And looks like I say a suspicious looking girl is like in the corner. She's lurking. She's like
She
looking
kind of
at-
looks like she would be a bounty hunter.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like someone with a tracker, for
Yeah.
sure. Mando basically asks the barkeep once he sits down for some bone broth soup for Yoda or Baby Yoda,
The wee man.
and that's pretty much it. Then he basically asks her like,
What's her
business here?
Yeah, like, why is she here?
Yeah, she doesn't get any info. Mando starts, getting kind of agitated. Notices that during their conversation, this person has left, making it even more suspicious. Because she probably overheard him asking about her.
Initially probably.
Yeah.
But come to find out when he goes outside to find her, he's got fucking, what is it, like heat-seeking tracker vision mode on his helmet, dude. That was actually
what is
really
that
cool.
perk on Call of Duty?
Spotter.
Yeah, it looks like he had spotter on
No,
his
no,
tracker.
no, it's
Or
tracker.
tracker,
It is
where
tracker.
you could see like her footsteps,
Yeah.
which was cool.
Pretty cool.
They disappear, right? And she jumps out of nowhere and starts fucking...
Yeah, and they get like a little fight sequence going on.
Yeah.
First, before we get into the fight sequence, because there's a couple things I want to break down. What are your guys' opinions on his tech? Like we're starting to see like a couple new things, or things that maybe he's used once or twice. That
Like what?
now we're like
the tracker.
the
thing
tracker
was
with the
fucking sweet.
That was new, I think.
That was the first time we had seen that.
Yeah, was that with just his helmet, or was that with like his?
Well,
was
he clicked
using?
something on
Okay,
like
so
it's
it's
probably
like
like he clicked something on his arm.
I was
and it
gonna
turned it
say
on.
it was his visor, but he doesn't have a visor.
Yeah, it's
like,
got to be
game
like
time.
built into the helmet.
Yeah. So that was cool. And we're seeing during the fight sequence, even though and like I said, we'll break it down here in a minute because me and Matt both agree on something here in this episode, at least
agreed
for the first half.
until I figured out who she was.
Oh yeah, well
Definitely.
Yeah, but I know. Anyway,
Yeah, but still, for sure, we'll talk
see,
about it
like
in a second.
we see his flamethrower a lot more, which is cool. What else? He didn't use those whispering.
The whistling birds.
I was gonna say a whispering eye.
That's a vagina.
I know. He didn't use those whispering eyes, dude. Yeah, but the whistlebirds or whatever the
Whistling.
fuck.
He's not gonna
Whistling
use that
birds.
against one person.
No, I know, but it's like,
yeah,
we
like
saw
new
him
stuff,
get
yeah.
it. Yeah, and it's like we saw him use it and shit. We've seen him use his grapple.
Yeah.
His like zipline thingy.
Flamethrower's cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've seen him use like kind of different modes in his gun too. So it's like I was just asking that because I'm like, I mean, are you
the
guys
only new
liking
tech we
his
saw
tech?
was the tracker.
Yeah.
But it's
I
it's
like
good
that
for
it's showing more though.
as a bounty hunter. I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to say he needs it, but
So
it's useful.
moving on to the fight sequence, when he's fighting her.
He's slow as a bitch.
Yeah, he
Dude, I
looks
can't
like
get
a
over
bomb
the Star
again.
Wars thing, dude. The slow combat, dude.
well,
Slow combat.
It's well, like I get that, but it's also one of those things too where it's like, dude, in the last episode he took
fucking
out how many
stormtroopers up,
dude.
Fairly quickly.
And at the end of the episode, how many people did he kill that were all bounty hunters?
Yeah,
like,
he was also just laying in the tray of that bed.
Yeah, but
he's
still
like he's still reacting pretty quick, but it wasn't like a hand-to-hand fight scene.
Bro, when
like
he
we just
takes
saw.
Baby Yoda and he flips into the cart and then starts blasting people.
That was dope.
Yeah, but
yeah, 100%.
Dude, he's gonna.
that
I'm
dude
telling
couldn't
you,
do nothing
hand-
in that fight
his-
sequence.
yeah,
he even
he's-
tries to flamethrower her,
He's
and
too
she just
reliant.
fucking
Steps on his
steps
arm.
on his arm. Is like, suck my vagina, bitch. I'm a badass.
dude. You
She
think,
was a badass.
Yo,
She
I'm
is.
telling
She's
you, dude.
amazing.
We're running that trend, dude.
What?
Next episode, he's gonna fucking tear
You think
people
so?
to shreds.
Well,
dude.
I'm calling it now
every
with
other
you. I think
fucking-
you're right. No, I'm not kidding.
4 episodes in, every other episode he's been a bitch.
I know.
Every other one he's
couldn't
been a
even fuck
fucking
with Jawas.
badass.
Dude. I was like, dude, come on. Like,
And I'm happy that was episode 2, and now you can't fuck with her, and it's
Half
episode
of-
4.
yeah, like
So
half
every
of
other
me
he's gonna
was
be a
like,
bitch.
I felt like Disney was like, you can't show like the Mandalorian like punching a girl in the face or anything. So
They did that.
Why
though.
did people punch that fucking big ass helmet on his head, dude? Like
Like,
dude,
what's
it's a
that gonna-
big metal helmet.
What's that gonna
Like,
do?
It's like football
For-
players punching the fucking grill of the face
Yeah,
mask. I'm like, dude, they have a helmet
for
on.
theatrics.
I know.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's like, I mean, yeah, if he has a helmet, it's probably not hurting him
As
if
much
anything,
as it would without
If
one.
anything, it's making him go like, oh, like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
ringing his
and
bell,
it's probably
yeah.
like
Boggle.
a noise in there or something where it's like, oh man, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's probably, yeah, I agree with
But
you.
she's
I'm like,
she's strong as fuck either
She
way,
is,
dude.
dude, and-
Because at that one point that she punched him in the head and he literally went face first into the fucking ground before his feet hit the ground.
well, yeah,
She's got to be like uber strong, not
Well-
like regular strength.
the actor that plays the Mandalorian,
Yeah.
he's like, I think he's like 6'3", and
That's a big
she's
dude.
like comparable to his height, maybe even taller. And I'm like,
That's a big chick.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like,
She's
when
kind of hot too.
Yeah, she is. She can get it.
Badass.
You know, stormtrooper armor. Let's get that
Yeet
shock
it.
trooper armor on.
Yeet-
Let's go.
yeet it.
But yeah, so
Oh, you just ruined it.
oh come on, you brought up something earlier that got ruined. Whatever,
What,
who cares?
ATST?
Yeah, that was.
Well, when people watch it, they're gonna know it's a fucking ATST.
I don't care. It's fine. I don't give a shit. This is breaking down the episode anyway. So anyway, yeah, they get the fight sequence. He looks kind of like a bum. She kind of like puts him in his place a little bit.
Yeah.
And after the fight scene, we get a little scene where Baby Yoda starts drinking soup in front of him. Yeah,
she's got fucking Mando like by the leg or some shit.
she's
Oh,
fucking his life up.
You just hear slurping noises,
yeah. And then the camera cuts to him, and he's just like,
drinking his tea like Kermit the fucking Frog. Like, what
yeah,
the
Bo
fuck are you
Broths
guys
do whatever the
fuck are you guys doing, idiots? Stop fighting.
After that, they kind of like, you know, make peace with each other, and they break bread in the cantina. He buys her some soup.
She also thought that he was after her. That's
Right.
why she left the area. And
I didn't catch a lot of
attacked
that
him.
conversation. So
She
you have
she
to fill
thought
me in.
So when they sat down and she's drinking her broth, she said, "I thought you had a bounty on me."
Right.
I came at you as hard as I did. It's literally that was like word for word what she just said. That's why I came at you so hard.
Right. Yeah, because
It
she
wasn't-
thought he was gonna like kill her.
Or take her in somehow. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That's basically it. And and then she goes into saying like, I was here first. This is my like early retirement planet to get away from all the shit that I guess that she did or had to do.
So
before.
that's the only reason she says that, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason why she was literally sitting at the table.
Okay,
and
because
drinking
I have in my
that
notes
other
here,
thing
like,
of broth.
with a question mark, the planet is apparently occupied and Mando can't stay here.
By
Yeah,
her.
that's just by her.
Okay, so she's like, she's like,
That's
this
like
is
her. What's a
this is my like secluded,
sanctuary.
Yeah, like Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah. This is
like no one knows I'm here, and you're gonna
Exactly,
draw
100%.
attention to me,
Yeah,
so I need you to leave. Okay, cool. Because I didn't catch that conversation. I was just like, I don't really understand why.
That's exactly
but-
what she meant. What she said.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
For sure.
So they have that conversation.
She said this. Not to quote some Toy Story, but this planet's only big enough for one person. That's
Right.
That's also seeking solitude.
Right.
Away from everything and being secluded away from all the imperial bullshit going on.
Right. So Mando then at that point
Was like,
kind
well,
of is like, well, I guess
we
we
gotta
have to
leave.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he is kind of like sprucing up his ship and packing up, and two dudes approach him from the farm in the intro that got raided, and they basically come to him because he's a Mandalorian. They see obviously his helmet and all
the
that shit.
bounty hunter and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, and they basically ask him, we have a bounty for you. This is everything we have. He basically says, like, it's chump change. Like, I don't really want to do it.
It was barely like a pouch.
Yeah, it was like nothing.
Whatever change.
And it was probably Imperial credits, which don't
it
spend
was,
anymore
right,
in the
but it
show.
was everything the entire farm had after they got
Right,
raided.
yeah.
And it was, he said it's not enough.
I
He didn't
think-
even fucking count anything. He just saw the little purse, little
Yeah.
pouch, and was like, yeah,
I think,
that
like,
ain't gonna cut it, brother.
besides, oh my god, what is this shit the silver brick's called? Besker?
Did you look it up? Because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, we never looked it up.
I did before. I think it's called the Besker.
The material of his armor and the
Yeah,
currency that
besides that, the best currency in the show, at least that we know of right now, is Mon Calamari currency.
he got. Yeah, that kind of like glowy blue.
It looks
stuff.
like marbles almost. It's
Yeah,
like
but they also
white
look
and
like
blue.
they look like the bounty pucks. They were
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they
they're
were
like
the
chips.
little circles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like thick poker chips.
So that's kind of like what the currency is. So we don't know what it was. It was just a pouch. I'm assuming he's just kind of like whatever.
They
who
look like
cares?
just coins.
Yeah. It's probably some form of currency that doesn't really matter too much.
Well, it's not that. It's just it wasn't enough of it
Right.
at all.
So
not even close.
basically they have a conversation where they say like, this is all we got. They kind of put him on a guilt trip a little bit. And he kind of realizes that their farm is in the middle of nowhere.
Well, before that, he's like, "What do you think I am? Some type of mercenary?
Right.
Like freelance merc?" And they're like, "Well, you're a Mandalorian, so stereotypes, dickhead. Of course we think you're gonna do something for money.
Right, yeah.
You're fucking aggressive prostitute."
I mean, once he finds out that the farm's in the middle of nowhere, he's looking for lodging anyway, so that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
He's
Exactly.
like, all right.
Yeah, so he basically tells them like, hey, get on the ship or whatever, come on and help.
It took us a day to get here, they said, because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Right, yeah.
As soon as they said that, he goes,
He was like, I think we
middle of
might be able
nowhere?
to stay. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have lodging? Yeah, I'll stay.
Yeah.
I'll help your little cause.
Yeah, so in my notes here it says Mando helps them for lodging and seclusion, and agrees with them that he'll kind of take on the bounty for the lodging.
And the money.
How bad could it possibly be? He gets the girl from previous.
He's like, we gotta make a stop first.
Did we ever
But
get
he's-
her name?
He said, "Give me
No.
the pouch." I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear her name either.
Me either. No. He was like, "Just give me the pouch of money," and he said, "We gotta make a pit stop." And he tosses it right at her feet as she's sleeping on a tree.
In my notes here, she may have said this earlier, but apparently in my notes, and like I said earlier, she's an ex-shock trooper.
Yeah, we didn't find that out until they picked her up and put her in the bed of
The ship?
speeder cargo.
Oh yeah,
thing.
the carriage that
Yeah.
brings them.
She
Okay.
she had like a story of her being an ex-shock trooper saying if whoever wanted something done quickly and quietly, they would send them in.
Right.
So obviously highly trained, obviously fucking fast, obviously knows how to fight.
Right.
And that's when my mind was like, all right, well, I'm pretty sure she would have beat the fuck out of Mando anyway.
Well, and that
At some
explains
point.
why she could beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Hand-to-hand
Shock
combat,
troopers-
she's definitely better.
Yeah.
No matter what, but
in the Star Wars lore, shock troopers are like top of the line stormtroopers that dive into combat firsthand.
But wouldn't
Normally,
she
they have a
Wouldn't she
jetpack.
technically be a clone?
No, shock
No,
troopers
for
aren't.
stormtroopers.
Aren't
You said top of the line storm, so I just figured that they were more developed or something.
When the Empire starts expanding and taking more planets on, they use the warriors and stuff.
Right.
People basically how like the Nazis would use people that they could if they captured them for their gain, that's what. So they would train them, obviously warp their mind, get them to be for the Empire, and get them to do things easily. But in the beginning, there, yes, for sure, their shock troopers would be advanced clones that have been through multiple war combat sequences that have rised up in the ranks.
Seasoned.
Yeah, for sure. And you actually
very
you see,
seasoned.
Me and you keep saying this. Me and you keep saying this all the time. But like in Clone Wars, you see like them develop the rank of like shock
dude.
trooper
I actually watched one the other night. It was like episode 7 of the first season.
Yeah.
And they were talking about rookies, like guys that like their armor had never seen any combat. They're not dirty. They're not fucked up. But they come through like they've been doing this shit since the fucking beginning, and they've been on multiple shits.
Those rookies, you'll follow them, and their armor will get different, and you'll start to get attached to them.
I've seen some, so far.
It's tight.
It's cool.
It's tight. Yeah.
It's cool, but now that I know where those fucking highly trained shock troopers come from.
Right, which is dope.
I feel like she'd be beating anybody up.
Yeah, for sure.
And that shows.
So they get to the village. All the village kids love Baby Yoda. Mando gets to where they're gonna lodge him, which is basically a barn, and you get a little sequence here that I thought was kind of funny, where like the lady's kid that is showing him where the lodging is, kind of like runs by or something, and Mando turns real quick and
she like peeks the corner of the door,
and she almost got fucking blasted, bro.
His fucking reflexes were on point there.
Yeah,
but
it's the fastest he's moved in 4 episodes.
Right, I know. Yeah, and it even looked like it was like sped up a little bit to show that he's like instantly like.
Like, oh, okay, where you been the whole
like?
night?
Yeah, come on, man.
Not to mention he's a Mandalorian, right? But he actually acted really humbled to even have like a place to stay, even though he, I guess, knew that he was gonna do it since there was a place to sleep. I don't know. He still acted pretty fucking humbled to me.
Yeah, they got like an honor code.
I was like, that's cool, but stop fucking playing.
Right.
In the beginning, when you say you don't want to take the fucking job, don't fucking front.
So, so Baby Yoda has a little crib. He looks a little cute in the crib, all that shit. Winter
fucking sappy
is the
ass.
little girl and asks, and asks to feed Baby Yoda. Mando says she can, and then afterwards she says, "Can I play with him?" Mando gets a little bit anxious.
He still says sure first.
Yeah.
And then gets anxious.
Yeah, because there's a big bounty on everybody, or on Baby Yoda, and Mandamus. He's taking care of Baby Yoda. Jesus Christ, come on, man. Get it together. The girl basically persuades him that it'll be okay.
The woman does.
The long story short in this sequence is she wants him to take his helmet off so she can just rub her vagina all over his fucking face. And
what the fuck?
And he basically tells her to fuck off, and he hasn't shown his face since he's been a boy when the Mandalorians originally took him in, when they found him. He takes off his helmet to eat once she leaves.
Well, she did ask me, she's like, when's the last time you took your helmet off? And he said, yesterday.
Yes,
humor.
Yeah.
Little bit of humor. Well, yesterday, dummy, I had to eat.
Right. And, right. And so he takes it off while he eats, and we don't see his face or the back of his head even. We just see him looking out towards the kids that are playing, and then he, we
only get a shot
from like, that he ate his food.
From like his shoulder down.
Right. Yep. Then it says, in my notes, jump cut, forest, dark. Mando and the shock troop girl are tracking 15 to 30 troops and apparently an ATST. That's what's harassing the village and what the villagers are trying to get Mando to do bounty-wise. So the bounty's a lot more crazy than they thought it was originally.
Should have been paid a little higher. That's why he wasn't impressed.
Yeah, for sure.
At all.
Mando basically tells the farmers they gotta move from where they are if they want to stop getting harassed. The shock trooper girl says his bedside manner is terrible and kind of has a more of a conversation with them.
He's too blunt.
Yeah.
Is basically the end of that.
Yeah, like he just basically is like, well, fuck this.
Well,
y'all
you
are
guys
too
can't
weak.
stay here. You got to leave. You can't
Yeah,
fight this thing. You got to go.
Because he knows that they're farmers and stuff. There's
Right.
not really too much they can do. The girl basically is more persuasive in the fact of that she wants to teach them how to fight against them. Because the farmers want to stay. They don't want to move.
At that same time, she said, "You guys aren't trained." Well, she wasn't even persuading him to like train them. She was saying like, "You're not trained enough to do this. Like you don't have the skills." And
Right.
Mando was like, "Well, teach them." Coming from him saying, "Well, they need to leave," like flip-flopping back and forth between what he thinks they should do and not.
Right.
And I guess they had like a 4-hour training session, and they were warriors.
That's
again.
one thing I want to break down too. So
That was just like the fucking what was the
it reminded me of like an 80s fucking boxing training
what was the fucking
montage.
thing that he was riding?
Blurred.
The Blurred King. It's like, you can do this. Okay, I can do this. And then he does it.
farmers now, boy.
No fucking training necessary. You know how to do this, all right. It's
Yeah.
it's in your fucking.
Your ancestors rode
There you
the
go.
great blurgs around the Sludge King's kingdom, yeah.
Like whatever the
Whatever
fuck.
the fuck that was.
So they basically say like, "Hey, we should teach them how to do it," and they have like a
How to fight with like
minute
spears.
montage of them. Yeah, no, do it again. Yeah. Now we know how to fight. Like what?
Like,
the
automatically
fuck?
warriors after a minute and a half of training. Sweet.
Yeah, and it shows them digging a
big-ass hole.
Well, 2 holes, and then there's a big ass trench with water in it apparently. So that was
Well, it fills with water.
Yeah, but they don't show that.
It's going. Yeah, it's
They
not
don't
gonna, it's,
show it.
I know. Naturally, it's
Show
gonna,
them building that.
Naturally, it's gonna do that, but not in fucking 2 hours from when
Well,
they
yeah.
go try to find people.
Well, right.
I was agreeing with you.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, that montage shit, I was like, come on, man. Like, God damn it.
Whatever.
But,
Yeah.
to be honest, that happens a lot in Clone Wars, and Dave Filoni's involved with this, so when I saw it, I was like, yeah, well.
There's too many jump cuts in this shit, dude.
It's a lot of fast travel shit and stuff like that. I do agree with you on that. In that aspect where I'm like, man, just make them 50 minutes and like Game of Thrones.
If they made them 50 minutes, dude, they could do a lot more, dude. They're rushing and just like
For 120 million,
throwing shit out, dude.
Minutes.
Yeah. So that was kind of lame. The montage shit, I was like, man, yeah. So we'll get into our scores and everything when we're done. But so damn, I did it. Shit, that was the first time in the first
It's
time.
the first
for a
time in
while.
a long time.
I've been pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I've been so tired, like from everything else. Anyway, so they build barricades, a whole bunch of traps. They build a trench for the AT-ST to step in, hopefully, and get fucked up. So they don't have a lot of time. I say in my notes, it doesn't look like a lot of time's gone by. It looks like it's just been a day,
Right.
if that.
Probably.
So at nighttime, Mando and the troop girl go into stealth slay mode, and they start fucking all these dudes up that raided this village in the intro.
They said they're going to provoke them and bring them back to the village so they
Right.
can fight them outside the forest.
Yeah, and I forget, was it Stormtrooper or Shock Trooper girl who plants the explosive there?
No, it was Mando.
Mando. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
in the tent?
Yeah. So they place an explosive, which it looks like either on like it's like alcohol or gasoline.
I don't know.
or
It looked
whatever
like
the
they
fuck.
were, when the two like sentries outside that were by the forest.
Were they
that
drinking it?
That they like strangled or choked out at the beginning. Yeah, they were drinking in the cups. It looks like
Had to be alcohol.
I mean,
moonshine
when
or
they
something.
raided the town early in the
Scroll juice.
in the episode, they took a bunch of the blue krill.
Yeah, it's probably like some kind of fermented something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So they basically plant an explosive. They kind of like funnel a bunch of people into this tent that they're like, take out 2 people. Then like 2 more people are like, what the fuck? And like come in the tent. They take out them. And then like a whole horde of them come in. They have a dope ass battle sequence here. And
Is it really dope to you?
I mean, I thought it was
looked
cool.
better than when he was fighting her.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
100%.
I get it though, in the sense of what you mean. Where
The
it's
whole
like,
thing that bugs me is like when they're using the weapons, like the blasters and stuff like that. Like the distance that they are. Like everything looks so small. Like when the episode prior when he was in the fighting the stormtroopers.
right?
Dude, everything's just like this close, dude.
Yeah.
Like the corridor's like right here. The stormtroopers, he's behind a box, and the stormtroopers right here. And then like in the tent, it just seems like it's so mini. Like the scale, Star Wars is like a huge, vast, huge galaxies and stuff, and everything just seems they cramp at every fight scene. Like it's just cramped up.
You mean like
ultimate close quarter.
Dude,
Well,
he's like,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like when you say like they're crammed in one space, do you mean like the fight scenes are very close quarter feeling, or
Yeah, I
is it
mean-
like there's no like fight scene with it where it's like an open plane or anything?
yeah, there are no open areas.
I feel
dude.
you
They're
on
always
that.
just like there's like 10 guys in a fucking small tent.
Yeah, right.
Laying down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got knocked out.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah, hopefully we get a little bit more of a, because the only other battle scene that I remember that would be considered like open plain like
It was
that
like when
would-
they were fighting the bounty hunters, or no?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that was a-
that was a more
that's-
open.
That's a little
field.
bit
And then,
more.
yeah,
the Jawa sequence.
Yeah, and then the big that hairy looking thing.
I was gonna say, and then the Rhino thing.
And he fought the two bounty hunters before that, or whatever that were that attacked him prior to that.
Yeah, but that was like a quick little
Yeah.
thing. Like that those sequences that you and me and Stone just listed, like those three were like.
I mean, maybe a
pretty
better
open.
way to explain it is that the scale of the characters is so large, and then they're in
Compared
such
to
a
the area
compared
they're
to
in.
the area that they're fighting.
Yeah,
So it
that's
looks
a
like
good- yeah,
like
that's a
20
good input.
fucking huge ass,
I
armored
know.
up dudes,
Even-
and then they're in this little baby area.
Yeah,
Even that
yeah.
cantina first episode.
Right,
Small
right.
cantina, and he fights 4 people.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
that's 5.
It's actually a really good bring
5
up.
large men that you say are over 6'3". That in that small area, somebody's gonna hit their head on the fucking roof or something.
Right,
So,
right.
I don't know. I just
No, that's a good
Yeah,
bring
that's-
up,
that
though,
is a
dude.
good point.
I that is something that I've like semi decently noticed, but it hasn't been enough because I'm a Star Wars fan. That I'm just like, oh, Star Wars, like, you know what I mean. So
I'm not really
that is a
thinking
good bring up.
of how close
Right.
quarters that is.
Exactly. That like
Yeah.
how you said like, you like that fight sequence. I was like, yeah, I mean, kind of. And then you were like, you brought that up. I'm like, oh shit, you know what? You are right. Like that. So that I like that.
It's
That was
gonna
a
be
good
on
bring
my
up.
mind every episode.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, for real. Like, I mean, how you and me were like, he's a bum in this
Yeah,
fight.
dude.
He's you know what I mean? Like, it's true. So yeah, they plant the explosives. They bust out of the back door of where that tent thing is, and
where
they
were
blow it
making
up.
Alcohol.
Yeah, and it looks like now the ATST is now up and running, and it looks fucking wild with
It looked
red
good.
eyes.
Yeah, that thing looked pretty cool.
Red eyes, and it had like war paint on the whole face.
No,
of
no,
it.
no. Do you know what that was? That was fucking like plant growth.
Well, that
Like
too,
trees
but I
and
was
shit.
I was really looking at the end credits. When it was like a lighter picture of it.
Yeah, yeah.
It has like designs like painted
Yeah.
onto the front.
I
of it.
loved the look of it though.
It looked
really
beaten
cool.
up, but
Well,
very fully functional.
it looked like something that had been through the war
Mhm.
with the
Weathered.
last movies, and it's
Yeah.
like, like how in Fallen Order they have the AT-ATs and they have all the growth
Yeah.
on them that you can
I remember
climb up
climbing
and
that
yeah, and I'm
motherfucker,
like,
man.
dude, so cool. This is
Mhm.
exactly how it
Yeah.
would be. So that was cool. So yeah, so we get a little sequence here where kind of like, like you see it power up. The Mando and the Shock Girl are like, what the fuck? Oh no! And they like,
You think that's enough to provoke them? And then they just
right, yeah. And
That's what she said.
they start running, dodging lasers. What'd you guys think about this scene? Because you
Like
could tell.
when it gets to the farm.
No. I mean, like them running from the ATST and everything. Was
the
this?
ATST would be a little quicker than.
I'm not worried about the
it's
speed of it.
portrayed.
I just don't think it looks. I mean,
I was
the
gonna
look of
well,
the,
no,
the
that's
thing
what I'm
looks
saying.
good, but it's just like
I thought
the
I thought
explosions and stuff. Like,
I thought the sequence of them running when it would cut
dude,
to
it's
the
like
ATST.
cut,
Yeah,
cut.
like when it would cut to the ATST, I was like, looks good. Then it would cut to them running, I'd be like, looks cheese.
Yeah,
Like
I
you know
agree
what
with that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like it would like they would like pivot to the right.
I don't know why it
and
can't be
just to the right of them. It would fire.
I don't understand why it can't be in
man.
one full like scene. Like why you can't see them running as the things like
As the things
chasing them,
chasing
like a
them,
chase
yeah.
scene, like a cam.
I get that. Too.
Yeah,
It's
it
almost
was
like a
Well,
like
they
a
didn't
low
sh-
budget movie where it's like somebody shoots and then it shows them getting shot at. Then
Right.
it goes back to the person shooting
what
and
it
it's just
reminded
back
me
and
of,
forth.
too.
Like
Where I
just
was
show me
like-
like
Well, yeah, I was like, "What? Your budget's so big, you can't show
so
me
like
them
something
running
like that,
from it?"
like that look cool, like Aquaman when he's fighting Black Manta.
Okay.
And you got Black Manta in the same frame shooting when they're in that town.
yeah.
When they're in
Yeah.
that town,
Yep.
I know what
it's
you're talking
blowing
about.
shit up,
In
and they're
Italy.
Great scene.
well, that looks good. This
Yeah.
It
looks.
looks great.
I'm
yeah.
like, it could have
wonder
been
how
like
much it
something
Could've
like
been
that.
like
I
that.
wonder how much money went into Aquaman. Probably less than
Oh,
in
I'm
this
sure-
movie.
yeah, but
yeah,
it-
let's get a fact check real quick.
So,
That won't take long.
No.
I agree with you though because
like that whole town
when-
scene where he's fighting Black Manta, he's blowing shit up.
Yeah.
Towns blowing up.
right, and like it's weird because when you see a show of this caliber, you do kind of expect like those sequences like you're talking about. Where I even was like
I
you're
wanna
not
see,
gonna
like, the
show
blast-
me-
Blasters-
200 million to
Oh
produce.
damn! They they
Wow, they went
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. So, but like even like you said the blaster whatever the cannons on that
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
are shooting like literally 2 like 2
right
feet
to
off.
the right of
I want to
them.
see it
I'm
hit like trees and the trees.
This
like,
Right.
motherfucker is an
Or-
ATSD. It doesn't have fucking lock-on sequence or
Well,
some
see,
shit like
but
that
that's-
because they'd be dead
I
either
want to
way.
see trees like shattering.
But also,
and,
I'm saying like you can't like shoot like maybe
One
like
continuous
right
scene.
like okay. So let's say it shoots right behind them, right?
it's still
Show them
fucking-
a sequence. Show me a sequence of it shooting right behind them and them getting blown forward,
Yeah.
rolling, and then being like, "Okay, oh shit, we
Yeah.
gotta run more." Like you know what I mean? I just didn't feel like it was as intense. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, "Ah, man." And honestly, I mean, you could tell it was heavily like a staged like scene.
Yeah.
Like every time they cut to like the Mandalorian and shit, I'm like, this looks like a stage set. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But that that's my only gripe with that. But so yeah, they lead the ATST to the farmers and the traps. I say in my notes in all caps, but it's too fucking smart for them. It starts scanning everybody and starts shooting at the farmers.
It doesn't step into the trench that they dug for it.
right.
Right. To get stuck.
Yeah. So, because if it steps in that initially, it'll be done.
Episode over.
Right.
Pretty much.
It says starts shooting at everybody. More enemy like infantry troops start entering the battlefield. Mando starts vaporizing people.
Well, they actually had some decent shots. They were killing a lot of them.
I was gonna say, what do we
that-
think about this battle sequence?
that
Because this is like the
widowed woman
third,
was
third
frying.
battle sequence or something in this, third or fourth.
Yeah.
I mean, we get like 2 action ones and then like one stealth.
That
one
woman
and then
was
this one.
was fucking sniping those motherfuckers.
I
dude.
thought this one was pretty well done. To
It was
be
alright.
honest.
Yeah, I'm just the whole thing to me is just like
With
the-
like the lasers and
well,
shit.
it's not that doesn't even bother me
Or the
because that's
accuracy.
it's not even that. I just think the fucking it's not intense to me. Like if I'm like thinking of battle scenes, like I'm like thinking of like fucking D-Day and fucking shit's like. I mean, you can feel the intensity. Like it feels like it's intense. These battles just
I
Well,
feel that.
realize this too. The ATST was the only thing shooting at the farm. That was the only thing shooting. Because
I just don't feel like I'm like locked in. Like oh my god, like this shit is wild, dude.
Right.
I do feel like that's kind of like on the show's front because like they could have made that sequence way more intense in my opinion.
Even like Lord of the Rings, dude, before they like storm the castle, dude, the fucking orcs are like fucking chanting. It's fucking like this shit is.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
like,
I know
oh
what you
shit, this
mean.
shit's
Gets
about
you
to go
fucking
down,
hyped.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but because you're like, oh my god,
And even,
how
like, I
are they
don't-
gonna overcome this?
I'll just keep bringing up Lord of the Rings,
Sure.
but like the one battle scene at like Helm's Deep where the guy's like holding the arrow, and he like shoots the arrow by accident, and it hits the orc in the chest,
Yeah, and
and
everybody's
they're like, and then they're like, he's like, fuck, dude,
Yeah,
like,
dude, yeah.
and the
They're
guy's
like,
like,
"Damn
well,
it."
it's began, like
Yeah.
here, so.
Even the fight scene with their little spears, they don't look like they'd only learned it fucking 10 minutes ago.
right. Yeah,
They're
and
actually
well,
doing fairly well
it.
in comparison to.
This sequence when like people were doing like hand-to-hand combat and they were fighting people with like big sticks,
Yeah.
I was like, like you
These
know
are
what I
big
mean?
sticks, these motherfuckers would be snapping in half
Yeah, I'm like,
as soon as they
come
get
on,
hit, dude.
bro. Like you got a big ass stick that's like carved down on one end. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what?
It's the only weapons they have to.
Well, and Mando gave them weapons.
Well,
Did you even think,
for
like,
the
in the
people that had
beginning when
guns.
they raid the town and the one, like, I guess we'll call him the leader, like, you could tell he was, like, the
Yeah,
leader.
the Urukai.
Yeah, and he, like, stabs the, like, little R2. That kind of looked shit to me,
I didn't
too.
think
Well,
that
he
was
zapped
just
him.
like-
He had like a taser.
That's to me, and this is just because, like I said, this is biased opinion. That's normal Star Wars for me.
Yeah.
That's normal Star
It
Wars.
was like he had like a taser prod.
Right, exactly.
I know,
He didn't have a lightsaber.
disabled
If he
it,
had
yeah.
a lightsaber, that thing would have went in half.
Yeah, he
dude,
disabled
but
it.
If he had
I
a
get it.
stick,
That's-
it'd
yeah.
fucking
I
drove
know.
it
That's
out.
what-
What
I
the
can't
fuck?
get.
I know
can't
what
get
you
over-
mean.
I can't
I
get
know,
over it.
I know.
It's good having a different opinion.
That's
isn't,
why I like it.
That's why I like.
That's
this
why I
too.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that
It's
like
not like an excuse for the shit to be good. It's an explanation of why they do it.
And like I've said, I mean a million times, even for the people that don't listen, I'm not a fan of Star Wars, but I do respect the genre. Obviously, look how much money it's made. Obviously, it has
yeah.
a
Look at like the storyline behind it.
yeah,
too.
storyline, massive following. I'm just not
For
can't
sure.
dig it. So
yeah.
it's.
I
you know,
like
I'm
your
gonna-
opinion because it's the outside looking in.
Yeah, so.
That's why I like it.
Yep.
So
And
yeah.
the unbiased opinion.
After it starts killing everybody and Mando's vaporizing a couple people here
I do
with
like
his
that.
gun,
That's what I have. Like that thing is awesome.
It's dope.
His weapon is.
I mean, it's almost like fucking
disgusting.
just shooting someone and like their clothes are just it's just their clothes
It's-
left
yeah,
or something.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just
like dust.
Dust. It's
after.
cool.
Yeah,
It is cool.
That's cool.
Well,
I'll
we-
give credit where credit's due.
This
That
was
thing's
a-
pretty
Oh,
cool.
for sure.
This was a small scene earlier. We didn't really need to touch on it until you just mentioned his weapon. Is he was actually took it apart and was cleaning it
No, that's cool.
while the lady brought him food.
Oh yeah, I didn't
He
actually
did take
catch that.
that tip of the spear off and gun, spear, whatever it was, and was actually cleaning it.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that's pretty
Good
cool.
catch. That's cool. That's actually really cool.
So it's obviously
wonder-
got those upgrades. You know what I'm saying?
wonder what like that like smells like and stuff while you're cleaning, like blaster like residue and shit. Like I wonder what that even. How do you even
Smell.
clean
You
that?
ever put your tongue on a 9-volt? That's what it smells like.
Nah, but when
Wait,
I was little,
You've
I
never
ate
done
lead
that to
paint.
test it?
Yeah.
You did what?
When I was little, I ate lead paint.
Nice, man.
Sick,
Lead
dude.
paint chips.
Nums.
Like
They
Doritos,
taste like
baby.
Doritos. I was about to say that.
Spicy ranch.
Damn, I want a bag of Doritos.
Yeah, dude, those gray paint chips.
Yeah.
So good. Brain cells just frying as soon as you eat it. Anyway, so the troop girl gets Mando's gun. She says, like, I'm gonna go rush.
She has to lead the ATSD into the pit because it's not taking a step forward.
Right, exactly.
Got to get it to take one step forward, motherfucker wouldn't move.
She takes Mando's gun, which I was kind of surprised at, that he was just
yeah.
kind of like, hey, all right, cool.
Use my
And-
special weapon.
Yeah, and
While you're at it, here, take my helmet. What?
He takes out like a pistol.
I feel like that would be
and-
as
And what?
like sacred as his helmet, like his weapon. That's why I said, it's like, here, take my helmet too. Why not?
Money's more sacred to him, I guess. Which I totally understand the hustle. I get it.
This bounty's worth as much as 4 taquitos, dude. Like,
Yeah, but he's got Baby Yoda. Remember,
true, I know,
he's
I
got
know.
some ties to Baby
I know.
Yoda. So like,
Yeah.
he's got to get it done. So he lets her get it. She rushes
Yeah.
up into the trench and then starts kind of like
baiting it.
shooting.
Baiting him
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
yeah.
That's thank you.
Yeah.
She was.
baiting
I
it.
think the first time she was aiming for that eye, one of the red eyes, but she hit like
Yeah.
in between, like hit him in the fucking nose.
Mando is covering her with a pistol amongst all the other farmers fighting all the other
He does
infantry
blast
guys,
like 3 or 4 people, and
Yeah,
she's
he does.
covering
which was
it.
cool.
Yeah.
which was tight. And I'm like, where were you earlier?
When the only time like it cuts to them getting hit by blasters, it's either Mando, the soldier, or that lady.
Right.
Everybody else that was shooting blasters was
No, the fucking one
Shooting
lady
in the
was
sky.
killing it.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, the one lady was killing it.
The one farmer
one lady
girl,
that
she's
can
like,
shoot.
I know how to shoot. She was
That's
killing
who I
people.
was talking
you were
yeah,
okay,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Oh,
I know
Mando,
what you mean.
Mando
yeah.
the soldier, and her. That
Shout out
was
to
okay.
her. She was killing it.
She fucking killed it.
Those
She
little
was
raider
kinda hot, too.
motherfuckers,
She was
dude. The
kinda
little
hot.
dumb motherfuckers. It's like Horace and Jasper and 101 Dalmatians, dude.
Bro, you think 10 out of 10, would there be a Pornhub prodigy of Mando and her fucking?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
It'll be a Brazzers
All right.
premiere for 2020.
Reality Kings. Shouts out.
It's the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Oh, trademark that right now. Copyright.
Mandalorian.
Bam. Y'all can't take that.
And
if
the
you
cock
do, we better
trooper.
see a cut of that. And you better pour it in this
It's a
podcast.
cock trooper, not a shock
Oh
trooper.
my god.
All right.
Jesus
Anyway,
Christ.
this went to M-rated quick, but that's fine. I love it. Anyway, so she ends up, the shock trooper girl ends up shooting out the pilot of the.
Are those things actually piloted by
Yes,
somebody?
they are.
people in there.
They are piloted.
Okay.
It's a single person pilot.
Mm-hmm.
He gets fucked. He kind of falls into
It
the
slips
pod.
into the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the midst of him being like, oh, I'm blasted. Probably got vaporized. Because she's
That was
using the
the gun.
vaporized gun.
Mhm.
Yeah. The rest of the people fend off the infantry. Everybody is saved. Yay. Right?
Woo.
And that's the end of that fight.
That fight scene, yeah.
Yep.
That was the end of that scene.
Need
Jenna.
more, dude.
Need more of that for sure.
Need more battles, man.
I agree.
need-
I agree.
It's also now beginning to be a story of seclusion of, can we get away from all this shit that's chasing us?
right.
with
yeah,
Yoda.
which I
With Baby Yoda.
honestly I kind of dig.
Yeah.
Um.
And have a couple fight scenes here and there. Just give me more like story that matters, not like shit that doesn't fucking matter.
I'll talk about more of that
Yeah,
when
in a
we get
minute.
down to
In a
our,
minute, yeah.
our final thing or whatever. Jump cuts to Baby Yoda eating a frog in front of these kids that are all freaking out. They're like,
Giggling
oh
and
shit!
shit.
Like,
"Ew, bro,
yeah,
what are you doing?"
he's got it halfway hanging out of his mouth, which was really funny. And then he ends up spitting it out. The Mandalorian and the shock trooper have a discussion about possibly leaving Baby Yoda on the planet because it seems secluded enough to where he can. But then the show jump cuts while they're having this conversation. I can't talk. I'm sorry. Cuts to a weird looking motherfucker that's tracking Baby Yoda. He's got like a fucking gas mask going.
Another bounty
Kind of
hunter.
looks a little bit reminiscent of the dude in the episode 1 that plays like the flute.
Yeah.
That like sticks it up his gas mask or whatever. So it cuts to somebody like that. He
pulls out a sniper.
Yeah, that guy pulls out a sniper. The Mandalorian talks to the
talking to
farm
that
girl from earlier
village,
before
yeah.
the battle and shit, the one that can shoot really good. He talks to her about maybe leaving Baby Yoda here. She kind of tries to persuade him to stay as well.
She almost took his helmet off.
Yeah, because
And he was almost letting her.
yeah, because she's hot, man. Mando's probably not seen a lot of action in a while.
He's
Probably
got
not. He's probably still a virgin.
He's banging Boba Fett's weird offspring. Not Boba Fett, I'm sorry, Jabba the Hutt.
I was gonna be like, what? Java, what? Now I'm even more weirded out. Anyway,
Weird. Exactly, that's what I was going for.
so Mando, obviously, he's a guy. She's feeling on his helmet. His penis getting a little hard. You know what I'm saying?
Getting a little
He's
chubby
like,
monkey
yeah,
over
he's
there.
like, alright, maybe I'll settle down.
Yeah, I was kind of
That-
hoping Baby Yoda got blasted, dude.
No.
Yeah, dude, I was like,
As
blast
that's-
his ass
As
up.
that happens, that bounty hunter's like zoomed into his head.
Yeah,
I was ready to blast him, son.
Dude, he locked on to Baby Yoda. I'm not gonna lie, my stomach started to.
When
turn.
I heard
You
the
knew he
shot,
wasn't getting
dude.
blasted, bro.
Dude.
When I heard the shot, I was like,
I will legit kill people in real life for Baby Yoda, dude.
Dude, I was hoping, dude. He was just
No.
laying
I
there
was
toasted,
thinking
son.
he was gonna miss and hit
I'll
like
fucking kill
and
you,
hit
dude.
one of the
Yeah.
kids.
Dude, Baby Yoda's gonna be in the movies. Get ready. Get ready. It's gonna happen.
Were you a little upset that they killed a bounty hunter then and there?
Hold on, man.
Dude, you're
It
bullshitting.
cuts to him zoomed in on Yoda and Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Boba
and then
Fett. What the
Shock
fuck
Trooper
am I
girl.
saying?
It's fine. You know, we
Mando.
know what you mean, Mando. Shock Trooper girl shoots him in the head with a blaster because she knew that somebody was coming.
He had a beacon, the bounty beacon.
I was
See,
kinda-
that's like one of those things where you're like, I thought that was going into the next episode,
Yeah, me too.
and I'm like, you're thinking like, because I was like, oh,
You
cool
could
looking
literally
dude, like,
cut it right there too.
yeah, he could have cut the episode, and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of interesting. Like now I want to know if like who's tracking him. Just dusted him in 2 seconds. He's gone. I'm like, what the fuck?
At the
I
same
will-
time, though, there's a lot more bounty hunters coming after him.
I get it.
I was gonna say that's kind of into my whole thing where I'm like, where I'm getting amped about. But yeah, I do
He's
agree
gonna have
with
a
you.
lot of people at one time.
I
coming
wanted
after
a Mando. I wanted a sequence where he tries to shoot Baby Yoda, right?
I thought we were gonna get an episode of one like where he's stalking him for a couple of episodes.
Right,
That's what I
like
thought, too.
something along the lines of that, or like in this sequence where like he shoots Baby Yoda, Mando is like, "Oh fuck no," and like runs in, tracks him down, and then like has like a dope ass fight sequence with him or whatever. But like obviously, you know,
Disney will break your dreams.
Going through my head though when he was zoomed in on Baby Yoda, I was like, if he shoots,
I thought he was gonna stop the bullet or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I
was like,
I thought that a
he
couple
shoots
times.
and
Yeah.
Baby Yoda's like,
yeah,
Yeah,
get the
dude.
fuck out of here, bro.
I
You
did,
ain't shooting
that
me.
did cross through my head for a
That would have
second.
been
Where
fucking cool.
when he shot, I thought he was gonna be just like
yeah,
or
that would
just
have been
move
sick.
or
Just like,
something.
nah,
yeah,
dude.
I don't know. That was like it was. Cool,
That would have
but I
been
was
cool.
like,
That
come on,
definitely
man.
ran through
It
my
was
head
cool, but
immediately.
yeah, that would have been
He
way
gone.
more cool.
That would have been a lot better. Disney, we got some ideas. We want to bounce off you.
So basically, after this happens and Mando's aware of it, Mando realizes that people are still tracking them, and Baby Yoda has to stay with Mando.
Mm-hmm.
Mando then packs up everything and basically goes on the ship.
Yep.
Well, he gets on a carriage and says bye to everybody. Everybody says bye to him and Baby Yoda, and they pack up and leave. And then that's the end of the episode. Cut to black, and then credits and some cool ass concept art.
I do like the
Dude,
concept
the
art.
concept
Yeah,
art
the
is so
concept art
cool.
is cool.
Yeah, it's very
If we
cool.
could get that
Just-
without the fucking like the produced by and all that shit, that'd be cool.
I'm sure you can find
Yeah.
the photos.
Or you can like fucking freeze frame it.
But that's chapter 4.
That's episode. It's fade to black
How many episodes are we waiting until Yoda
5
uses
more,
his
right?
powers again?
again.
Well, again, I'm thinking probably next one.
Yeah.
Thinking
Yeah, I'm
probably
waiting,
next
dude.
one.
Like he's like, I
It's
don't
been
know.
2 episodes.
Two episodes, and then he sits in the ship and goes, I don't know what
That's-
the hell happened.
That's exactly what was going through my mind though. Like when he was zoomed in, I was like, maybe he's gonna use his fucking power again, and that crushed my dream of that again.
I think that
If we
is.
go 5 more episodes, and he's just like, Yoda's just like fucking like.
Doing
All he
nothing.
does is being a baby, and he just walks around. Like
I don't
I
think
get
that-
it, it's
I
cool,
don't
it's a
think that's gonna
staple of the
happen either.
fucking thing. But like,
Yeah.
can we get him to do something?
I don't. Yeah. I
It's
don't think he's
cool.
gonna
I
be-
get it.
I
He's
don't think
walking
gonna
around.
do
He's
nothing.
cute.
I think the reason you haven't is because it's all writer strategy. I think the reason you haven't is because they want to make it an impact.
Yes.
Like they want to make, when Baby Yoda uses his power, they want to make the audience go, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it'll probably be in a moment where either Mando is
We already
in-
said he's getting fucked up or he's in trouble.
right, where he's in turmoil,
That's
he
what I
needs
was-
help,
Yeah.
or you know, something along the lines of like where Mando is like, look, like I know you have like these powers, like, you know, and he wants him to display them in front of him or something along the lines of that. I think you're gonna see it. I think you're gonna see it next episode.
I was gonna say, what are your next episode hopes? Because mine would be
Yeah, you
seeing
go
a
ahead.
sequence of, well, at the end when the ex-storm shock trooper shoots the other bounty hunter, right? She says he's like, there's gonna be a lot more coming after us.
Right.
So I feel like next episode he's gonna have a bunch of bounty hunters coming after him. And Yoda's gonna have to do something. He's probably gonna get hurt. Yoda's probably gonna try to, I don't know, help mend a wound or help fend off people.
Tying into that.
That's what I want to see. I
I
want to see
think-
a shit ton of bounty hunters come after him and Baby Yoda. just
Yeah, well,
be
this
like,
is the
nah.
episode that he tears people apart. So
Yeah, like
if we're following on the same trend,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're gonna see crazy bounty hunters, but what I'm most amped to see is like those bounty hunters. I think you're gonna start to see them turn into Mandalorians. I
Yep.
think Mandalorians are gonna start hunting.
you heard it here first. Episode 5, Carl Weathers will be back.
You think
I'm
so?
calling it now.
Definitely.
Calling it. Okay.
Definitely.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
sure.
that. We'll see.
But
I like
coming
that.
back.
You think that even though they helped him escape,
Who? Carl Weathers?
Mandalorian, the other Mandalorian.
There's gonna be people that branch off of that.
I was gonna.
It's not gonna be the whole squadron, probably.
Right. It
No,
might be
there's
like a
gonna be
select
certain
few.
Mandalorians that still think of him as an outsider, that don't think of him as a clan member. I'm pretty sure it's called the Best Corps. That currency, they're gonna get offered that, and they're gonna want to go.
Yeah.
Cause dude, like the Empire, it very well may be small, but it's everywhere.
It's vast.
I mean, yeah, it's everywhere, and they want Baby Yoda. Like clearly, you see that. My most anticipated thing moving forward is I want to see more from Baby Yoda. Obviously, not too much though. It's like one of those
I'm not
things
saying
where
he needs to
away
rip
everything.
people up,
Right,
dude.
right.
yeah, no. I just want to, it's been 2 episodes. I'd like to see him use his power again just because I like it.
I don't need any more frog eating scenes.
I want a bounty hunter that we are going to essentially get attached to, where it shows him also tracking them, and it shows a little bit of character development, and we're like, oh wow, like this guy is doing this because of this reason. He kind of needs that money.
There's really no
too.
character development in this fucking.
There is.
Yeah, well, obviously the title guy.
Well,
Mando.
not. I get what you mean though. They're
just
not
pay him,
in
they're
this
there.
episode. Not
I didn't
in this
expect him to
episode.
have this much heart because of him being a Mandalorian and a bounty hunter.
Like I said in episode
Outsider.
1, I thought the show was going to be about him taking on different bounties.
Yeah.
I did not think it was going to be about him shuttling around like a child, but I like it.
Because of who the child is.
Correct. If it was
Possibly.
anyone else, I would.
If it was like a human
if it was a
child,
human,
like,
I wouldn't
he ain't
care.
gonna save no Jedi Order.
I was gonna say I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Like, or if it was like something like this is Luke's son, or like something like that, then I'd be like, oh, like that would be something where I'd be like, oh,
just
okay,
a meaningful like.
right. But if
either
the
offspring
fact
or-
that it's another Yoda makes it so much more impactful.
Yeah.
So. That's kind of like what I'm hoping for moving forward and stuff. I mean, like Matt, what do you? I mean,
I'm just the same thing with you with the Yoda thing. I need to see more Yoda. I'm not saying
Yeah.
he needs to go, full body and
right.
More fight
That-
scenes.
More fight scenes. Okay.
Just because there was a couple in this one, but not to like the.
I just think we're not going to see that because of the time frame that we're looking at through the
Right.
episodes.
If we're going along the same road,
Here's a
the
question.
past 4 episodes is probably gonna be different.
We're 4 episodes in. We're halfway through.
Is it 8 episodes or 9 episodes?
8.
I thought it was 9.
It's 8. It's 8.
Fuck.
With that being said, they haven't really like given us a sight of like
What's the end goal?
right.
Yeah.
I feel
So
that.
It feels spacey.
Yeah.
well,
Not pun intended, but
no, I
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Asking y'all, what do you all think's gonna happen in the conclusion now that we're halfway through?
It could be endless, dude.
Is this a one-time
Like,
done?
what if there's
done?
like a?
I don't know.
Are we looking at a
Underground.
second
nobody,
season?
Nobody knows.
What about like an underground Jedi thing, kind of like the Force?
I don't know. Well, no,
Kinda like the game.
that's what
You
I'm
know what I
asking
mean?
is like, what do you guys want to see in the conclusion?
That's what I
'Cause
wanna see.
Nobody
That
wants
Fallen Order.
right,
I don't want to see like the stuff from the game, but
right.
I want to see like. I mean, this Baby Yoda's 50 fucking years old, right? And I watched some of the Clone Wars, and Yoda, regular Yoda, is like almost like 1,200 years old.
Yeah,
he's like I've been training Jedi for 1,000 years.
I got maybe
Like,
even
what?
a better question for you guys. So you talk about video games, you talk about like campaign games, and you think about like replayability, where you would want to play it again because there's so much content. Right now, I'll ask you guys 8 episodes when we conclude this, but at 4 episodes right now, is this something that you guys, is there enough right now that you would rewatch these episodes? You're like,
Yeah.
or like Saving Private Ryan, every time it's on, I want to watch it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
To me, only because I'm not really a fan, I'm not like, gotta watch these 4 episodes again.
I'm gonna binge it probably once. It's not gonna be like a repetitive thing. Like, oh, I want to watch.
This is not one of those things to me right now where we're at, where I could be like, well, let's just watch 4 episodes of this.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
there's
understand that.
enough
If
grab to it.
If these last 4 are like fucking off the wall,
Yeah.
I can binge the last.
That's
four.
why I said
don't
I'll
need
ask you guys when we get to the 8
I don't need to
episodes.
watch
What
the
is it?
first 4?
Right. For that question, I will say this, and for everybody listening or watching on YouTube, my opinion is very biased because I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah, and I know you guys are gonna watch it because there's all these fan theories and stuff, so you can look back at the lore and you can see little details like he mentioned the tattoo, and then we said the patch with the Dr. Pershing stuff, little stuff like that. But I get you could rewatch it to find more stuff.
I watched episode 1 when it came out 5 times. Now,
I know you did.
yeah, and I didn't do that because I wanted to find out more theories, or maybe the second time I was like, let me check out the Easter eggs or whatever. But I watched it because I liked it a lot.
Right.
The first episode was really good.
The second episode, no, probably not. But to answer your question shortly, yeah, I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna binge it, but it's,
But like 5 years from now, is it something you probably could go back to and be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. This is on my list to watch.
No.
As of right now, yes.
Okay.
When the conclusion comes out, I don't know. I can't answer that. But as of right now, 4 episodes in, yeah, I would totally watch this again.
As of right now, 4 episodes in. 5 years from now, I wouldn't rewatch it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 years from now, no. But we'll see by the end of episode.
Dude, there's movies that everybody has seen
I
that
just
they
binged these
hold on
movies.
to that you just want to like I said, my movie is Saving Private Ryan. That movie came out in 1998, 99. It still stands the test of time.
For sure.
And I can rewatch it, and yes, I know probably every line, every scene, but I'm ready. Like every time, I'm like, oh, here it comes.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I feel with. I don't know if you guys seen the movie Out Cold
Yeah.
with
I don't-
Zach Galifianakis and Jason London. It's a snowboard movie.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good movie.
okay.
And it's that and the movie Grind.
Yeah.
I could rewatch those all the fucking time.
I was just curious, just something to ponder upon.
And right, I'm just saying that's like a completely different genre. There's no action. It's fucking sport.
Yeah.
But this 5 years from now, probably not. But also hearing in the depths of the internet, maybe a fucking Darth Maul series.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna. This might not last that 5 years, but the new stories that they potentially come out with could all tie itself together.
Right.
And then 5 years from now, I'd probably binge the whole thing.
What are we looking at for ratings on this?
I was just gonna say.
I'm gonna leave mine where it's at. I like the episode.
Well, no, we're doing episode and then
so,
where we're at for the
yeah.
series.
Well,
Yeah.
So episode rating out of 10, Chris.
I'm just gonna stick with an 8. I enjoyed it.
8.
I didn't have a lot of complaints because I was enjoying the in the moment scenes.
Sure.
Series is gonna stay the same. This is still an 8.
Okay.
I like it. I'm enjoying it.
I'm at a 6 for the episode,
6 for the episode.
and
okay.
we're at 7 for the series.
7 for the
So
series.
I'm still into it, but I just need to see more, man.
Need to see more. Okay.
Yeah, like when I'm watching, I'm not over analyzing everything. But when you bring it up, I do touch it. I'm like, yeah, I do agree with you on that.
For me, this episode was probably a 7.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of subpar.
Yeah.
Thought there was definitely some really good, strong moments in it, but
That's why I left mine at 8.
Yeah.
Because
I just feel like the only episode that I felt was a complete episode was last week's
it was
episode.
episode 3.
I really enjoyed. Like I didn't have a lot
episode
of.
3 was good.
I didn't really have a
really
lot of
good.
problems, especially after 2 that we really like I thought 2 really struggled,
Yeah.
and then
2
3
was
came out and I was like, I'm back into it.
If
Yeah.
this episode didn't have like the important story things in comparison with the shitty fight scene, it would be down at a 6.
I really think, dude, if we
But,
didn't have
like-
a battle scene in some of these fucking episodes, you'd be looking at some like I'd
Force.
be lower, way lower.
Yeah.
If
But
they're not
that's-
slamming these little battle scenes in, I'm probably like at a 5 or 4 or 5.
Right.
Yep, feel the same.
Yeah.
That's that's why I brought mine up back from a 6 was because like even just having that woman like potentially take his helmet off, I'm like, and then he still keeps his integrity and all that shit. I'm like that's I mean it hits big for me. That's why
Yeah.
I wouldn't. That's why I didn't take it back down to a 6.
Yeah.
I mean like I enjoy.
What are you at for the series?
Honestly, I think it's down to a 7.
Yeah.
I think it's at a 7 out of 10 for
See,
me.
that's
right
why.
now.
Yeah,
that's
we're
why
on- I
keep
feel like I'm
saying
on a
because
low
The story's developing. It is.
I'm at like a 7.5
Yeah.
to me.
Teetering on like.
Yeah. It's for so that this is what I'll
Is
end.
Disney ruining Star Wars?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
This is what I'll kind of end it on. For me, the series is very flip-flop. One episode's extremely well done. The second episode, not well done. Third episode, fantastic.
Yeah, they're getting.
Fourth episode,
No consistency.
not really
As
bad,
consistent, right.
but okay.
Yes.
So we'll see
Agreed.
where it goes.
Yeah. Halfway through, so.
Yeah, halfway through, we'll see where everything lands. It's a good series though. I like it enough to keep doing this.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
this is Roaches in Review. Everybody, remember to like, sub, and comment on our stuff on YouTube. We love y'all, and we'll see you at Roach Room Podcast on Sunday. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool.
We out.
All right,
If you like us
everybody.
enough, come and tune in on Sundays.
Boom. We love y'all. We out. Mandalorian Disney
good
Plus.
weekend.
Watch it. Everybody have a good weekend. Be safe. Happy Thanksgiving.